Hi my friends, I'm starting the video first and then the audio here so that we have the podcast all coordinated, and I'm about to join the studio right here. Join studio. Okay, I'm joining the studio. It's all about blackberries today. I love blackberries. I have two containers of blackberries. Are blackberries the best berries, or is it just the blueberries that are on style? Well, I found a lot of information, including what I'm going to tell you now, because I think they're amazing. I'm going to eat this in just a few seconds and start recording. Mmm. 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 Mm. 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 Mhm. 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 Mm. Mhm. 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 Yummy. Okay, I had to swallow because I was taught since I was a little girl that I wasn't supposed to talk with my mouth full or when I was eating. So I really had to swallow and finish eating, finish chewing, and I had already started the recording here. So I'm Monica Sancio, energizing you to be fit, healthy, happy, and free from the inside out. Today, it's all about blackberries, blackberry power, because I like them, because I have them, because I'm actually eating them, like I said, and I know they're really powerful for your gut and your brain, and it's so interesting. So let's go over the main benefits according to Cleveland Clinic, and then I'm going to read here and there as I like to do, and you'll have 2 or 3 scientific references for you to do your research on your own. And remember, even as scientists, because I'm a biologist in holistic nutrition, I tell you that, we must do our own research, and nobody has the answers. Nobody has the whole truth. So whomever you want to believe, it's okay. But it's not like we can say that blackberries are absolutely the best fruit in the world, because nobody knows that for sure. Even if we go through some of the scientific papers that are peer reviewed and are serious, even science has been hacked, and there's a lot of interests. So not all the authorities, in quotes, have your best interest at heart. Oh, look, I'm just looking at myself in the mirror, I was going to say in the camera, and I decided to make a ponytail, but don't tell me I don't even have something to gather my ponytail. So I'm going to have to let it down and then do that maybe for the podcast episode in Spanish. If you want to look at how the ponytail is looking, I actually like it, but I didn't bring any ponytail. Yeah, you see, I can totally digress and say lots of things, but basically I want you to be fit and healthy from the inside out. So obviously we're going to talk about microbiome nutrition, because that's all about feeding your gut right with the prebiotic fibers that nourish your microbes, your good bacteria like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, so that you can produce the vitamins, the enzymes, the short chain fatty acids, all the good postbiotics that actually give you the best health, highest immunity, because 70 to 80% of our immunity actually depends on our gut. Did you know that? And interesting, fact that I love to tell you guys is that 95% of our mood also depends on our gut. So it's really all about our gut. So maybe you don't want to be talking about your colon all the time. And I know lots of people who have issues and problems here and there with their, let's say, large intestine. Yet the idea for me is to bring you light information that may be deeply scientific, yet it's practical. So what could be more practical than getting some berries and just eating them? And just eat the ones you have, because you may have strawberries. In fact, I prefer strawberries flavor because it's sweeter than these. yet somehow I didn't find them, and I'm like, let's make the best of what I have. And I was so happy to see some of the things that I'm going to tell you about. And I cannot believe that I already talked for like 5 minutes and I didn't give you all the information. But remember, I'm not Google, I'm not AI. I am someone who's actually going to direct you to use those, let's say, I was going to say platforms, but they're really like tools, okay? Those are tools that you can use anytime to do any specific research, like, you know, blackberries versus blueberries, who wins when it comes to antioxidant power. And that's up to you if you want to go deep. I love going deep into any kind of research and not believe what everybody's just repeating over and over and saying it in an aggressive, authoritative, how do you say like authoritarian way? No, I'm not like that. I have done a lot of things in the past that, you know, obviously required my leadership. But even as a leader of myself, and you're a leader of yourself, you've just got to make the best choices for you and your family. So, without further ado, let's jump right in and basically read the best benefits of blackberries. Here they are. Okay? Ta-da-da! Like I said, I'm going to read the Cleveland Clinic. Okay? So, number one, they are really good for various functions because of their vitamin C, vitamin K, manganese, okay? All three are antioxidants, so you can imagine, just starting with that. Okay, combats inflammation. Yes, polyphenols, like I said, and blackberries are especially full of anthocyanins, okay? Aids in digestion. Didn't I tell you it's all about our gut? Yes, 8 grams of fiber per cup is a lot, you guys. So, you know, since I ate, I'm not kidding. I ate like this amount 3 times. So, yeah, 2 cups, you can imagine. That's 16 grams. So, helps lower cholesterol. How did you know that? Helps stabilize blood sugar. Yeah, they're actually low glycemic index. Helps prevent cardiovascular disease. Isn't that amazing? Of course. And may protect and improve brain function because of the increased blood flow. And even though I'm just reading it for the video, I'm going to read the explanation, some more details into the podcast that you can listen to on Apple or Spotify. Okay, I have yet to find the exact link, and maybe I'll put it on my bio, but it's really easy to find. Just go for my name, Monica Sancio, Sancio. So you can find me at the podcast that is in English, and then I also have the one in Spanish. If you're interested, just listen to the one you prefer. And can you imagine, may help ward off cancer? Of course, with all those blackberries. So incredible. I did want to read something here. Oh dear, something with my computer. So I'm just going to have to tell it to you straight, and then so I don't have to stop the audio here. Anyway, something happened here on the recording. Please, don't fail me, technology. But basically, yeah, Dr. Greger from nutritionfacts.org says that blackberries are the best berries for our health. So take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. And I would say make blackberries a part of your nutrition. They're so simple. And yes, I would say you could even add sugar to them, even though I'm not recommending refined sugar, but you know, having it here and there is not going to hurt your health either. What is going to hurt your health is not eating enough fiber, because it's all about fiber power. And if you want the guide, go to the link on bio, MonicaPower. Cheers. Thank you so much for listening, for watching. When it comes to the video, I'm going to stop that, and I'm going to keep on just talking maybe for another 10 minutes or so about details that I went over, because, you know, I could say blackberries also help you lose weight because they fill you up because of the fiber, because they're low calorie, and many little details that I'm going to just be sprinkling in so that you'll make your best decision for your gut from the inside out. Okay? Eat and drink mostly plant.